reference points and calling energy back in toward the self. So nothing that I ever say will make sense to anyone who doesn't believe that we're energy before we're matter, or hasn't understood the concept of that. So for this to make sense, let's expand out past our humanness and into the fact that we are energy occupying this physical vessel. Energy work is very simple. It's our mind that really complicates all of it. So imagine that around you are all these reference points. These reference points to, one might be parent, sibling, your daughter, son, friend, whatever you do for work. There's all these like different hats that you wear or roles that you play. These things can also be, there might be a predominant issue from the past, a pattern that might be reoccurring that you haven't called energy back from as well. And so imagine we're energy before we're matter. So literally pieces of you are trailing out to all of these reference points that surround you. Okay, and then what if we could have these reference points that things still happen to you? You still have to be a parent certain times of the day. You still have to be a partner. You still choose to be a friend. You still are choosing these things. But when you keep your energy attached to all these things, like you can see already, it's going out. So how do we get it to come back in? Is that we detach from the roles that we're playing to come back in and simply just be ourselves. So to be ourselves without energy trailing there, we detach the connection to it. And this is hard for some of us with programming that has to do certain things to either seek validation or to be loved or to be seen or to be heard. And it's hard to break down the conditioning around that. But I'm just bringing to light right now just more the fact of realizing where your energy may be plugged into, and where from those reference points where you can completely clear. It doesn't mean that you don't go to do that job or put that hat on, but then you just take it off again. And once we get mindful about where our energy is running to, we have a lot more chance and capacity to stay in our own center, to make choices that is highly aligned to the highest vibration that we want to be occupying. It takes a little bit of practice at first. It takes a little bit of work, but it's just bringing your consciousness to understand that pieces of you are getting plugged in and trailing out. This also goes to when you're not fully detaching from things, that old energy can come in and also kind of like stay in your field as well. So if you are wondering why you're feeling scattered, if you're wondering sometimes why there's just a lot on your mind, or whether there's a lot shifting, that it's more likely because you're attached to these reference points and being all these things, especially simultaneously. It's difficult for ourselves to feel clarity, to feel what direction we're going, to feel space, to think or to say what we need to say, because we're caught up and plugged in to multiple things. So to simplify it, you can call your energy back because it's yours at any point in time, and you can call it back with a breath and keep it as simple as you need to. It's again the mind that complicates all of it.